All right. Good morning, Unity. Please stand if you can and join us to sing our beginning song. Welcome, it's a beautiful morning. Let's sing it all together. Come on. Hey. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved to belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved to belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. That's right. Keep it going, Unity. Clap your hands, snap your fingers if you can. Hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, come on. Hey, 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 yeah, hey. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. On your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Come on, Unity. Hey, 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 what? That's right.
Thank you, Danette. Thank you, guys. How are you? Happy December. We're in December. It's always odd in Florida to know where we are. It's not cold, it's beautiful, it's lovely, it's terrific. And I'm sure we have a few birthdays here, yes. If you're a December baby, please stand so we can celebrate you. Look at one, yay, wonderful. Keep standing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear Gary and Mac. Happy birthday to you. Yay, Gary's going to be 21, I think, right? Again and again and again and again. We get to call our own age, right? There is no age in spirit. However old you are is however you call it, right? Right. I just turned 39. Again and again and again. Somebody sent me something that was really interesting. It says, I've mentioned this a couple of times before, but I have a fairly conservative pastor. He has, as a friend, he occasionally works with a Christian publishing company writing lesson plans for packages they sell to churches. This year he was brought on to do one of those, and he was quietly told, steer clear of anything involving the Sermon on the Mount. The Sermon on the Mount is considered too woke for most churches in the United States, and once word gets out, they won't sell. It's Jesus' sermon. It's like, what? So I went to the sermon. I know it pretty well, and I decided to go through it to find out what the problem was, and I can't seem to find it. He said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Poor in spirit just means authentic. Blessed are you who are authentically you and living your best life. Okay. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Cool. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Meek doesn't mean crawling into your shell. It just means to be, again, authentic. Just to be yourself, to be truly you. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. And blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. Wow. I don't know what the problem is, unless we don't like to celebrate peace and joy and authenticity and treating each other well. That's what we're here to do. That's what makes us a unity center. We see the God in everyone. We see the beautiful, wonderful, radiant self that you are. That's our job here on the planet. So if we're woke, I guess we're pretty woke. We're alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic about our lives. Our spirit knows it, our body shows it all the time. So here we are living our lives, and we bless those who are not able to let that spirit shine forth. And we know we're here to do this work. And today we're talking about peace. We're at the Advent power of peace. So our affirmation, it's on your bulletin or right up here. The spirit of peace fills my heart this Christmas season. Let's affirm that together. The spirit of peace fills my heart this Christmas season. Close your eyes, go to your heart. Blessed are you who know the truth about you. You are the peacemakers. You are the authentic creations of spirit. We are awakened to that truth. When we remember that I am not merely human, that I am truly divine, our lives begin to change. We become the creations of spirit. We were and have always been. And now we know. We bless those and release those who are in fear about their power, who continue to see division. We don't hold to division. We hold to unity. Breathe that truth in. We are unity. We are one. We know we each have within us the power to heal, the power to prosper, the power to have a wonderful, creative, joyful life, and to help others remember that truth as well. Breathe in and let go. The peace of God is here right now. The spirit of peace fills my heart this Christmas season, in the new year, and for the rest of our lives. And so it is. Let's all stand, turn to your neighbor, wish each other a happy Sunday.
Good morning, good morning. What a wonderful way to meet together this on a Sunday and share with each other, connect, give hugs. My name is Jane Anderson, and I'm a chaplain here. I also lead the women's group. We had a very wonderful watercolor event yesterday. Yes, thank you, ladies. Thank you all for showing up. And all those who did not show up, we might have another one, so stay tuned. The next event we have for the women is going to be in January the 3rd. So save the date. It's going to be about releasing our shadows. And it's going to be a collage, a doll-making collage. One side is your shadow, one side is your light. And it's going to be led by our friend Victoria Eaglehart, and that's January the 3rd. So stay tuned. So I'd like to welcome all of you and say hello to everyone else online. Hi, everybody. I got to see Nancy this morning at the Power Hour. Hi, Nancy and Olga. Good to have you online. And let's see who is here for the first time. Hi, Bobby. Nice to meet you, Bobby. Bobby, who else is here for the first time? Oh, thank you. The ushers will give you a card. And when you get that card, fill it up and go to our bookstore where you'll be met by wonderful volunteers who will give you a gift and a welcome packet. So that's wonderful to have you to celebrate with us this Sunday. And I would like to welcome our music presenter, James McCoy.
Thank you, Jane. So good to see all of you this morning. Won't you please welcome with us once again at the piano and the keyboard, Mr. John Rose. And at the drum set, he's back with us once again. Won't you welcome Mr. Andrew Atkinson. And of course, you know our featured soloist, Miss Danette Rivas. And this morning we have music from singer-songwriter David Alt and from a New Thought artist by the name of Bethany. So there you go.
Okay, thank you. We look forward to that. And now, we are continuing with our community updates right now. You all got a little thing as you walk in. It's always online. And so, if you refer to our website, you'll be able to see that. Our hospitality hour is always after service, which is behind the double doors over there. Please join us after service. We always like to have you. And you know, we usually have the first Sunday as a, a lunch Sunday. But because we had a wonderful banquet 2 weeks ago, we had our Bountiful Boutique, Bountiful Luncheon. We're going to move that to December the 21st, another event. Lunch is going to be called the Soup Sunday. And we still need more donations for homemade soups. The hospitality team is always putting these things together. We really appreciate. And I'd like to ask Don Cook and Jim Dolan to stand up so that you can know who to go to if you would like to donate. Hi, Jim. Yes, thank you so much. All right. The bookstore is open from 12 to 1, and we have amazing gifts. We have gift ideas, let me see. All right. We have boxed cards for Christmas, and we still have Debbie's book, and also we have a lighted prayer of protection for protection nightlight. Also, we have other things like pet blankets. If you didn't come to our pet blessing, we have some beautiful pet blankets. I bought 2 for my dog, and he loves them. We also have he loves it. We also have a Tree of Life jewelry, and we also have a higher-end EMF protection jewelry, and also a yoga mat. So there's a lot of ideas that if you would like to get a gift, it's always there. And today we're giving 10% off to all people who are made in December. You were made in December. You have 10% only today. So take the opportunity, Gary. All right. Our Power Hour continues. And before I forget, prayer chaplains are very important. And I would like to request the prayer chaplains to please stand up. They all have a little name tag like this. These are people dedicated to hold space for you. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for all you do. I'm also a prayer chaplain. Anyone with a tag like this in purple, that's a prayer chaplain. That's how you can recognize them. We usually stand on the side after service, so if you have any prayer requests, even to celebrate, we're glad to hold that space for you. The bookstore, today we have the lions, tigers, bears. As you can see, our yes, our sanctuary. I love this cute little thing from Christine. Isn't he cute? So bring all your teddies, all your all your donations today. Next week is actually the deadline. And if you can't make it, I understand that you can call Dabby and she will arrange to either pick them up on a Monday or a Tuesday. So make sure they don't bite. All right. Now, Power Hour is beginning again in December, and Nicholas Gunn is doing our Reverend Nicholas Gunn is doing such a great job. And today they were talking about belief, trust, and I can't remember the other thing, but faith, yes. And there's quite a nice discussion. I really enjoy that. So you can still, it's not too late to sign up for that because you can always watch it online, because it's recorded. Nicholas, thank you so much for doing such a great job. Thank you. Now, Wednesday, December 10th and the 17th, we have spiritual preparations for Christmas. Please join us. Paul will be leading that from 6 p.m., I believe. And we're all looking forward to that. The festivities have already begun. Now, and then Friday, December 19th, we will have the New Moons and New Moon Sound Healing at 7 p.m. that Dabby is leading. It's going to be right here at the sanctuary. The New Moon Sound Healing is a great way to come because it's to get away from the busy season of activity, to reset and to rest and reset. It's 2 days before winter solstice. It's a great time to present with seasonal shifts and set intentions for the coming days and year. So, during the holidays, there's so much rushing going on. This is a good way to come and reset yourself. So, upcoming holiday services coming up. It's a wonderful season here at Unity of Broward, now through our White Stone ceremony in mid-January. Please come over. We have amazing service for you. And I just saw the men's, it's not coincident. Okay, all right, here it is. Saturday, December 20th, we have the men's group with Dr. Barry Ashetol. He's not here today. He has a conference to attend. But he's a great conference leader, facilitator. And I'm sure the men will enjoy doing that. Please sign up online. And then let's go ahead and please please drop off your pledges for the 2026 year. We need to have that so that we can budget for the year. And we have if you don't have your, what you call them? Yes, if you don't have the form, I'm off today. If you don't have the form, we have them at the back. So please remember to do that with us. All right, so let's take this moment to go into the silence as I do our sacred reading, and it's from the book of Mark, chapter 4. When evening had come, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let's go across the other side." And leaving the crowd, they took him with them in the boat, just as he was. A great storm of wind arose, and the waves splashed into the boat, so that the boat was already filled. But he was in the stern, asleep on a cushion. And they woke him and said to him, "Teacher, don't you care that we are drowning?" And he awoke and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. He said to them, "Why are you afraid? How is it that you have no faith?" And they were filled with awe and said to one another, "Who then is this that even the wind and the sea obey him?" And so it is.
see those lies of not being good enough, and I see the trials when the roads are rough. I see how scary living on faith can be, but most of all, what I see is a better way for you and me. I see a world shining, radiating health and happiness, and knowing who we are isn't second best. Yes, we're born to fly. That's the view from the healing bridge. I've known the pain from losing a loving friend, and I felt the shame of not fitting in. I've had a dream or two sink and fade. Most of all, I've got to believe that there's a better way for you and me. I see a world shining, radiating health and happiness, and knowing that who we are isn't second best. Yes, we're all born to fly, and I'd love to keep on soaring to the place inside my soul that remembers I'm a winner, a warrior, brave and bold. I see a world shining, radiating health and happiness, and knowing that who we are isn't second best. Yes, we're all born to fly. That's the view from the healing bridge. That's the view. Oh, that's the view. I can see it. That's the view. I believe it. That's the view. Oh, from the healing bridge. From the healing bridge.
Thank you guys, it was beautiful. I love that song, isn't that wonderful? We see a world radiating health and happiness. It's what we're born for. We were born to have a good life, to have a joyful life. A few years back, I got a phone call when I was in California from a Unity member from Unity of New York who was living here in Florida in assisted living. And it was probably about 10 years or so since I had talked to her. And she called and she told me that she had a cassette tape that she had of one of my talks at Avery Fisher Hall at Lincoln Center. And it broke. She said she played it so much it broke. Well, you know, cassettes, you know, the little pencil and everything. You know, it completely broke. And could I send her a new one? I went, a cassette? Like, Why not send a gramophone? I said, I'm sorry, I don't have a cassette anymore, I'm sorry. And I said, everything I have, all my ministry stuff was in storage in DC, and I was living out in California, so I said, I'm sorry, I don't even have anything, with me. And she said, well, is it on CD? I said, well, I only have a few CDs, and they were from later. And I asked her, what was the title you're looking for? And she said, The Power of Peace. And I said, oh, I have no idea what that was about. Obviously, the power of peace, but I said, I don't know what I talked about at that point specifically. I'm amazed how many people actually know my talks better than I do. They'll quote me and say, did I say that? Really? She said, oh yeah, you talked about that in 1997. It's like, okay, well tell me everything. Tell me what I said then, because it really sounds really kind of interesting. But what I do is I write it, I share it, and then I move on. Right now I'm working on January and February. I'm working on Easter right now. So people say, what did you talk about last week? I have no idea. I have to look it up and see what I did. Because once I've done it, I've moved on to something else. So I said, I'm really sorry, I can't help you with that. So I began to meditate and think, well, what was it that I said? What was it Spirit had worked through me about the power of peace? And I said, well, okay, it was back in 1996, what was going on at the same, it was about 30 years ago or so. I said, wow. So I meditated, what does peace really mean? I said, well, Advent is coming up, we're talking about peace, and why is it one of the four important ones? Certainly faith and hope, that was the first one, really important, peace. Love and joy, yeah, but what is it about peace that is so important that it's one of the four Advent, one of the four qualities that we need to have as we are giving birth to our awareness of the God being that we truly are? So I grew up in the 60s and 70s. I was marching when I was 11, 12 years old at peace rallies. We were holding signs, no conflict, no war, no government, no police, no military brutality. It wasn't that we didn't want the police or military, we just didn't want people being brutal. We wanted people to be treated well. Well, we're in 2025 now, and hopefully we've moved the needle, but it seems to be moving back and forth a little bit. We are in a crisis right now of who we are as a country. Are we a democracy? Are we going to continue being a democracy? There's a lot of peace missing from our country right now. People are feeling out of sorts. We're feeling, I don't know what's happening right now. Where are we going? What's happening? Every day it just seems like some kind of new thing coming out of DC. We think, well, what is it? Why is it? And what can I do as a creation of Spirit to bring this peace? And do I actually have that power to bring peace? So yes, I am a creation of God, and therefore to release this power within me, I need to be peaceful. I need to find the peace of God in my own soul. Still, that's not really the peace I was talking about, I think, in 1996 when I did the talk. So we were discussing the spiritual power of peace. Yeah, it's here, it's within, but how do I release it? How do I work with it? How do I actually implement it in my life? Certainly we know that peace is totally necessary for our emotional and mental and physical well-being. If we don't have peace, we are probably ill, or we're heading toward illness in some way. The constant stress that we are placed on, that we have it going on in our lives in 2025 is immense. We've got a lot coming at us. Turn on the television, turn on the news, or turn it off, and you still can't get away from it. You open your email, there it is, boom, boom, boom. It just seems everywhere around us. And how do I deal with this? How do I find my peace in the midst of all this confusion? So the stress that we're placing on ourselves is really immense. Through worry, through stress, through pessimism. There's a lot of pessimism going on right now. A lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of depression. Some people just feel like they want to give up. They don't even feel that they have a voice anymore. It makes life on this planet quite difficult. It's quite difficult being a human spiritual being these days. Trying to keep ourselves centered in spirit and then finding ourselves going to that other place that is not pretty and not comfortable. But the ultimate reason, certainly, for finding peace in our minds, our bodies, and our physical space is to have at our disposal the kind of life that we were meant to live. We're supposed to be a peaceful creation. We're supposed to be filled with love and joy and the power of God to have the kind of life that we desire. So not having that, being over here, seeing where we could be, how do I get from here to there? How do I allow that peace? How do I let it pour forth? How do I turn that peace on within me? You know, stress and fear originate in the human mind. It doesn't come from God. It doesn't come from spirit at all. Peace and love and joy are the elements of our spiritual self, and they're all available to us right now, right at this very moment. So how come it isn't? For me, it's a choice. I get to choose. I get to choose if I'm going to be in peace. To live from an intuitive knowing that I am safe, that I am surrounded by Spirit, the Spirit infuses every part of my life, or to look outside of myself and say, well, life is dangerous. We live in a dangerous planet, and I have to always be on guard and ready for disaster at any moment. It's exhausting to live through and live with. The problem with being on guard all the time is you're never at peace. You're always stressed. You're always waiting for a shoe to drop. Stress is the number one precursor of disease and illness. Doctors will say that at least 90% of our illness began as stress, began as worry, as something in the body that is freaking out. It's a powerful pop quiz for us to check and see if I'm coming from spirit or am I coming from a human fear. If I'm worried and stressed out because of the divisive government that we have at work right now, I am giving myself, and we all do it, I do it, we give ourselves away to that, oh, I'm going to give up, there's nothing I can do. Or I'm out of work and getting older and no one will hire me. That's really not a great affirmation. Affirm that with me. I'm out of work and I'm older and nobody will hire me. Together? No, we don't do it in here, we'll do it out there. We'll call our friends and say, oh my God, it's really terrible. Can I tell you how awful my day was? You know, I got to go to church, bye. Yes, you do. You have to come here and remember the truth. Or I'm running out of money and I don't know what to do. I'm running out of money is not a great affirmation. It's not a great thing to tell the universe because we often do these things with a lot of energy and with a lot of passion. I'm old and no one will hire me. It's like, oh gosh, with that faith, yeah. I'm out of money. Oh God, I'm out of money. Together. Not a good affirmation, but we say these things over and over and over again, and we wonder why we're stressed. Because we're feeding ourselves, we're feeding the atoms in our body these untruths. And then we say, oh, well, I need to feel peaceful. Well, we need to stop talking that way, and then we'll begin to find the peace. If these are weighing in your mind and soul, you and I aren't letting them go. We're holding on to it, and we're creating the worst case scenarios in our brains about how things have to look. We're not turning them over to Spirit and saying, I am open and receptive to a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at my life, a new power, and now a new good. If we're not doing that, then we are giving our power away to other people, to politicians, the last people that we need to give our power away to. The story of Jesus in the storm has been in my consciousness for a while. That story is one of the most powerful stories for me in Scripture. It is so clear about what it's saying. As we just heard from Jane, Jesus and his buddies were in a boat fishing because that's what they did for work, and he went along for the ride and took a nap and got away from everybody. So he was on the floor, and a storm came up very fast. All of a sudden, they thought the boat would break apart or flip over. They were really scared. Of course, they had a right to be scared because they were being tossed all over the place. They didn't know what was going to happen. They woke Jesus up and said, how can you sleep through this? We're going to drown. How he could sleep through a storm was pretty cool. I mean, he was probably one of the most relaxed guys ever. He was like, I'm going to sleep now. So he woke up and he got up. He said, where's your faith? Why are you so afraid? He just kind of opened his arms and said, peace, be still. And everything became quiet. He turned within, he prayed, he knew the truth, he closed his eyes, said, this is all taken care of. The eminent philosopher, paleontologist, and geologist, Catholic priest, Teilhard de Chardin said, "Someday, after mastering the winds, the waves, the tides, and gravity, we shall harness for God the energies of love." So in other words, once we take care of the weather, we've got it. We've got this love thing going on because we know we are powerful. He says, and then for the second time in the history of the world, we will have discovered fire. When we discover love, when we discover the power of love, the power of peace, the power, these are all power elements that we're dealing with during Advent. The power of faith, the power of knowing, the power of peace, the power of being still in the midst of the storm, the power of love, the power of joy to create the spiritual life that we were meant to have. He said, when we do this, we will have discovered again fire, the power that we have inside of us. He also said, growing old is like being increasingly penalized for a crime you haven't committed. But that's a different workshop. We'll talk about that one later. But I thought that was really fascinating. It's like, I think it was like Betty Davis said, growing old is not for those who are weak or those who don't have the mind or the power to do that. So growing older is about putting our power of peace and joy and love forward and knowing that energy is carrying us forward. But getting back to the story, I love this storm story. The boat is you. This is a wonderful metaphysical lesson. The boat is you. It's your physical being. It's who you are physically right now. It's the combination of spirit and physical that we are here on the planet, living our lives, doing what we're here to do. And all of a sudden, a huge storm comes up. So what is that huge storm? It's the death of a loved one. It's a diagnosis nobody wants to hear. It's a loved one leaving you. Somebody that you're in love with for 25, 30 years, all of a sudden they say, I don't love you anymore, and they're gone. That's a huge storm. The need to pay an unexpectedly huge bill, and you look at your bank account, and it doesn't seem to, there's money to do that, and you think, what am I going to do? I'm going to be homeless, and then we create a storm. The storm's already there, but then we create a bigger one with our thinking, with imagining what the worst case scenario will be. And everything then goes upside down, sideways, spilling all over the place, and we think we're going to die. There's no way I can overcome this. Our first reaction to this isn't the usual unity, oh, let me take this within. No, it's holy crap. What am I going to do? This is really not good. And then we begin to create the worst case scenarios in our brains, and we stress, and then we shut everything down. We have totally lost our peace of mind. So we wake the Christ up, the napping Christ through our life crisis. What do? We, good Unity students, we say, oh God, where are you? You know, the inner God, the realization that God is spirit, that God is principle, God is first cause. God, you're doing this to me. We go back to the old God from Sunday school in the 4th grade, right? Oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm a good person. I do my affirmations. I go to Unity. I give some money. I do everything I can do, and here I am with this. How did that happen? Now, if we can let go for even a few moments enough to hear spirit within, say, I'm at work here. All is well. Peace, be still. I have this. God's got this. The universe has you. There's no place, there's no time that the universe is not there 100% supporting you, even with news you get that you process in your brain in a different way. Spirit is saying, I'm here. Turn it over. Peace, be still, let it go. Listen to me. I'm here. I shared last week, I did that on a plane once. We were bumping around. It was like we were going sideways. We were going up a quick drop, and I said, okay, Michael, Archangel Michael, one of my guys, we need your help here. So I let go and let you do, and all of a sudden it got calm. And all of a sudden we landed. And then the pilot said, I don't mind telling you that a miracle brought us down. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. The universe is looking after us. Peace, be still, and know God is here, no matter what's going on. Here's the bottom line. If we try to work it out with our limited brain intellect, trying to reason it, we're only looking at the top of the iceberg and not considering that most of it is underneath and we don't know what's going on. We just don't know what's going on. We have to trust our intuitive spiritual heart that the answers are already here. The answers are here, nothing you have to go outside for, but have to get quiet enough, be peaceful enough to hear in your heart, and then Spirit can do the work. Then we let it go and say, all right, what is my next step? Every step along the way will be revealed. We need to remember, I don't know what the answer, what the solution, what the resolution is to any of this until I receive it in my gut, in my heart from Spirit. One of my favorite affirmations, I know the truth. All information necessary for the unfoldment of my divine plan is revealed to my awakened conscious mind when I need it. That's a big one. When I need it, not the whole thing being laid out, because it's not going to be. What I need to know right now, today, will be revealed. What I need to know tomorrow will be revealed tomorrow. But everything is being revealed to my conscious, awakened mind as I need it, as I required it, not before. We have to breathe through that and know that it's all unfolding perfectly, it's all unfolding naturally. To receive it, I have to be in the flow of life. I have to be at peace. I have to be relaxed and calm. And that, thank you, God. You know, it's tricky to be peaceful when you're told you're fired. Okay. I'm leaving you. Oh, I didn't know anything was wrong. Oh my gosh, what happened? There's little we can do for you for this disease. They told that to Myrtle Fillmore. You've got 6 months, pack it up. And she said, no, something in me knew that was not the truth. So I went within, and Myrtle Fillmore, our co-founder here at Unity, heard a truth that she began to incorporate in her life, and then she survived to be into her 80s. I am a child of God, therefore I do not inherit sickness. I am a creation of Spirit. That which is outside of myself is not powerful. The only power is inside of me right here. But we freak out because we think, well, we don't deny that we're going through something. Myrtle didn't deny she was going through this thing. She said there has to be a solution, there has to be an answer. But we don't get spiritual all of a sudden, right? We get the information. The training I'm doing right now in the death doula work is there are 3 phases. The first phase is shock phase, which is, oh my God. You get a diagnosis, you hear something that you don't want to hear. And so your whole system is dealing with it. And we have to do that. We have to get through the valley of the shadow. And then the stabilization phase where we meditate, we ruminate, we take it within. What am I going through? What's the spiritual lesson here? And the third is the completion. But we don't deny that we're going through something. That is not the Unity way to say, oh, I'm not going through it. Well, you're going through it, so what does it mean? What am I supposed to be learning from this? Feel it, move through it, get angry, grieve, whatever you need to do to move to the next phase where you can say, okay, Spirit, what do I do now? What's the solution? We are fully human and fully divine, and we're going to have fully human and fully divine moments here. But you have a community here that loves you and is here to support you. Don't think that you don't. Don't hold it in by yourself. Pray with us. Let us know so we can hold you in light, so we can hold you in prayer. Once we adjust to the information, we go within. We turn within and we say, Spirit, what do I need to know? How is this a great teacher for me today? What do I need to remember about my life that I'm going through right now? Do what you need to do to find peace so that the answer can come forth. Take a bubble bath. Listen to music you love. Call Silent Unity. How many people here have never called Silent Unity? Call Silent Unity. They're there for us 24 hours a day. When I worked there, it was 1-800-NOW-PRAY. That was a really easy, I don't know if it's still the phone number. You may get a pizza place in Missouri now, but it's 1-800-NOW-PRAY. Or it's in the Daily Word, so. Hold your cat or dog, hold somebody that you love, have coffee with somebody and speak. Give them the blessing of hearing you, of being there and holding you in light and love. Get a therapist if you need, eat cake, whatever you need to do. Cake is always wonderful, it's a very spiritual practice. Do what you need to do to feel the peace of God and then move forward. You may have heard of Archimedes' principle of buoyancy. Well, if you haven't, briefly, Archimedes was an ancient Greek, Sicilian-born mathematician, inventor, and physicist who was called by the king of Sicily to determine if his gold crown really was made of solid gold, or did they make it and put other metals like silver and other things in there. Archimedes was told, I want you to do this work by the king, but you can't alter the crown at all. You can't cut into it, you can't do anything to it. And so Archimedes thought about that. He got very anxious about that, and he was very tense about how that was going to work. He said, if I can't get inside and look at it, how do I know that it's pure gold or not? For days, he just fretted about it. He was so anxious, and one night he said, I gotta let this go. So he decided to take a bath. And as he was relaxing in the tub, all of a sudden, Spirit gave him the information that he needed. He knew the answer to the problem. In a nutshell, he noticed that the mass of his body replaced the water, which automatically rose. He figured that if he could weigh the crown's supposed weight with pure gold, then the crown would be displaced, the real crown would be displaced with the same weight. Get it? So if he put the weight of the gold in, the water should rise the same as with the crown. But the crown, he discovered, was lighter than the pure gold. So it was proven the goldsmith made the crown with a good amount of silver instead of gold. We don't know what happened to that goldsmith, but it probably wasn't very pretty. This Archimedes principle is how they were able to invent the submarine and other ways of sailing boats and water vessels. Because of the principle that he discovered, all of a sudden, travel on water became easier. But it was only revealed when he relaxed. It only came to him when he was taking a bath and relaxing to Burt Bacharach or whatever he was listening to. He had to relax and fully let go before the information came to him. Spirit was then able to move the information forward. God isn't able to deliver fully what we need until we have the peace and we do whatever we need to do to find it. Archimedes was so excited, he jumped out of the tub, he ran down the street naked, yelling, Eureka, Eureka! I'm like, what's up with him? He found the answer. Einstein took a clue from Archimedes, and he took a relaxing bubble bath whenever he was stuck with an equation or some kind of germ of an idea that was not moving forward. He said, I need to let it go and just take a bath. So he did. He took a bubble bath while he was sitting, and all of a sudden, E equals MC squared, Eureka. So let go in the way that you need to find your peace of mind so the information that you've been looking for years maybe can come forth, because finally you've taken your mind off it. You start being the general manager of the universe, and Spirit, and finally we can do something to move that information through you. So let it go. Let go of your stress and take a bath, eat cake, do what you need to do to find that peace of mind within. Osho, the Eastern philosopher, said scientific discovery always comes out of meditation, not out of the brain. Great scientists say that whenever there's an important discovery has been made, it was never made by somebody thinking about it right then and there. They said it was actually revealed by something inside, by an inner guide, by an inner knowing that did not come from the brain. It came from the heart. It came from Spirit within. That inner guide is your true self that knows why you are here on this planet. God within you is revealing that over and over and over again. Are we listening? Are we really hearing? You're here on the planet to celebrate, to be the joy of God, to be the love of God for yourself and for other people. I love what Ram Dass said. He said, we're all here to walk each other home. We're all here to know the truth and to hold each other in love and know that this is not the end-all be-all. This is a parenthesis in eternity, as Joel Goldsmith called it. We're here to love each other and to grow in this way and let those ideas and the real knowledge that we are spiritual beings take hold. And as other guides have said, if you can do that here on the planet, you can do it anywhere in the universe. This is hard work. Being a human being is hard. We all know that. We all know how difficult that is. But we can let it be easier if we let go and remember, I am a spirit being. God within me is doing this work right now. Every single challenge we have as a test, we give ourselves. Nobody else is testing us. We're doing all the testing ourselves to see if I'm going to let Spirit be my guide. Reveal what I need to do, what I need to know, and then relax and let it come forth. Or am I going to strain and stress and ask others what I should do? Your cousin might be a really great guy, but he's not God in that way. Other people do not have your information. Only Spirit within does. So quiet your mind, go within. So I invite you to close your eyes. Go within. Hear the truth. God is here. God is at work. You have a power within you right now to know what you need to know. It's right here. What am I going to do today, later, when I get home, to know what I need to know? Am I going to take a bubble bath? Am I going to relax and watch a funny movie? Am I going to go for a walk? Am I going to go to the beach? Call Silent Unity for a prayer. Pray with our prayer chaplains afterwards. They're here for you. Play your favorite music and sing real loud. Hug your dog, hug your friend, hug your family. Ask for help or just a loving ear that will hear you. Find your peace, find your joy right now to bring forth that power that we are the living, breathing Christ in the flesh. Take a deep breath and relax. You're in a safe place. This place is a safe place. Your body temple is a safe place. Your mind, your heart are safe places to be. Wherever God and I are one is a safe place. Again, peace is in the absence of problems. It's the realization that peace brings resolution to our questions. As the Course in Miracles says, the peace of God is all I want. The peace of God is all I need. The peace of God is here right now. I invite you to do a quick scan of your body. Are you holding pain or stress or tension anywhere? Breathe peace into that area, those areas. From top of your head to the bottom of your feet, breathe in peace. Let that light shine forth. And know the truth, the peace of God is right here. Always has been, always will be. The Spirit of peace brings healing to my mind, body, and soul. Let that idea take hold. The Spirit of peace brings healing to my mind, body, and soul. The peace of God is right here as abundance. The Spirit of peace allows abundant good to flow forth. All I need is here now. The Spirit of peace allows abundant good to flow forth. All that I need is here now. Let that truth take hold. Relax into that truth. The Spirit of peace flows into my heart and out to the world today. The Spirit of peace flows into my heart and out to the world today. My job is to be a blessing to everybody I see today. To say, peace, be still. Breathe in that peace. Become that peace. That peace is you. In the quiet of our being, just for a moment, all it takes is a brief moment to know the truth. In that moment, I let peace take hold, and I become the peace of God. Breathe in. Relax. Peace, be still, and know that I am God. One brief moment is all it takes to remember our essence, to remember our truth. Peace, be still. And so it is.
Thank you, Paul, for that beautiful, beautiful peace message. We're so grateful for coming here and raising our consciousness. And so right now is the time that we demonstrate our thankfulness. Now is the time in our service when we give back to this place where we are spiritually fed. Everything we do here at Unity of Broward is supported by your gifts and support, your offerings. So please search in your heart and give generously. I invite the ushers to come forward. There are many ways to donate. You can donate online on our website, here in person, or you can use the QR code as you can see it on the screen. So right now I invite you to hold your gift, your offering and tithes. Hold it in your heart if you don't have it today, as we say our offering blessings. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive, and so it is. Amen.
Every time I feel the Spirit moving deep within my soul, I go looking for a quiet place to listen and let go. There's a sacred space inside my heart, and I possess the key. I unlock the door and the silence sets me free. It's every single breath I take, the Spirit sweetly sings, and I'm lifted to a higher place of even finer things. It's a place of hope, a place of peace, a place I call my home. I am standing in the light, and I am whole. Spirit set me free. Spirit set me free. Spirit set me free. Spirit set me free.
Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, guys. Aren't they wonderful? Oh my gosh, we're so blessed here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. I love that line. I am standing in the light and I am home. Close your eyes one more time before we move forward to the rest of our day, and remember that truth. We are the light. You are the light of the world. Jesus says in the Sermon on the Mount. That radical truth. You are the light of the world. Breathe that light in. Breathe that peace in. Breathe the goodness of Spirit in, and know this is who we are. We move forward today in peace, in joy, in gratitude, knowing that whatever challenges come up, Spirit already has the answer. I just need to get quiet, listen, and move forward, knowing that I cannot fail. In this awareness, in this consciousness, let's affirm together our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Let's all stand, join hands, and sing Let There Be Peace on Earth, and let it begin with me.
All right. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. Come on, unity. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Have an amazing Sunday, everyone. Enjoy Fellowship Hall. We'll see you on the next one. Happy holidays.